Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about having Taurus on the third house cusp in a natal chart. Now, the third house in astrology governs communications, siblings, short journeys, early education, neighbors, transportation, and assimilating information. Now, the sign on the cusp of the house can give characteristics to that house and qualities to the manner of communication and matters that are pertaining to that house. Now, planets in the third house can flavor the house. The house where the ruler of the third house is located can be that sector of life where the communications and other things related to the third house are injected in. And also, let's say you have an empty or vacant third house and you have one or more planets inhabiting it. As far as transits and or progressions, you're apt to see more activity in matters related to the third house as opposed to normally. So anyway, people, first thing, look, if somebody has Taurus on the cusp of the third house in their natal chart, well, this could be a person that processes and assimilates information at a very slow, steady pace and can be very methodical in terms of their learning. Now, if the person were to have, say, Gemini or Virgo, Mercury, this would obviously modify that considerably. But even if the person has a strong mutable element in their chart or influence or whatever, it still could indicate that the person may be rather immutable in their way of thinking, and once the mind is made up, they might be somewhat intransigent and very unlikely to change their mind on matters. Now, this could be a person that strives for peace, tranquility in matters connected with their neighbors. They generally, more so than the average person, can be really wary of any kind of strife or animosity with people in their general neighborhood. They like to have peaceful relations often. Short journeys may be taken to places perhaps that are that have scenic beauty, that are peaceful, that are tranquil, that are very that might be quiet. Things connected with nature. Maybe short journeys may be taken perhaps to go to places related to art or beauty, such as an art gallery, things connected with the arts, such as maybe like music concerts. This person may not, the fact that Taurus is a sign that generally likes to be sedentary and stagnant to some degree, generally this person may not really go that far on their quote-unquote short journeys and may have a preference to staying very close to their own neighborhood and may not really embark on short journeys unless it's absolutely necessary. Now, the third house governs siblings, so the person may strive for peaceful, stable situations as far as their siblings go, and really may have a strong aversion to combative or contentious situations with them. This could be a person perhaps in their early education, may have taken some courses, perhaps finance, business, maybe things connected with the art, even if it was just like a fundamentals of art course, something with drawing or painting. This could be a person that may think a lot before they actually say what's on their mind. I had a friend who has Pisces rising, but he has Taurus on the third house cusp, and somebody had stated about him one day that it seemed like, well, it seems like it takes him, he thinks a lot before he actually says something, and I think that's truly emblematic of somebody that has Taurus on the third house cusp in their natal chart. So I think that really played a role in him in terms of that manner of that deliberate communication. So this could be a person that may learn strongly through things being demonstrated to them visually. This person may like to learn through, for example, going on YouTube and watching videos on showing the manner in which something is done. So that could be another thing that's associated with having Taurus on the cusp of the third house. This could be somebody that, as far as I guess we could say, in matters that are connected, we could say maybe with their communication. Another thing with their communication, they might not only just be deliberate in speech, can be very methodical in this, and really and likes to learn one thing at a time, and generally is not the kind of person that wants to be inundated or bombarded with trying to assimilate or learn too many things at once, because they may very strongly relate to the one thing at a time kind of person as far as learning subjects. So but at the same time, the fact that it's Taurus, this person can show a lot of patience, persistence, and perseverance in these matters as well. That same person I was talking about before that has Pisces rising and Taurus on the third house, well, he had done something one time where he was learning, somebody was giving him some work to do, and it was something that had to do with wiring in the home, and he basically stated to me that he just has a lot of patience, and that's why he's able to do what he's doing. And he said it's just about having that patience and that mindset in order to accomplish what it was he was doing. So it was something I learned from him in that. And I mean, as many of you know, I have Taurus rising, so my rising sign being Taurus, I could relate to having that mindset. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for having Taurus on the third house cusp in a natal chart. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about having Gemini on the third house cusp in a natal horoscope. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone. Because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.